Monday is here with us once again, and that only means one thing. The tracker is back on your screens on Citi TV. Today, I'm happy because of where we are sending our tracking devices to all down to South Africa. We're talking about Rwanda. Yes, we are engaging somebody who plays his football in the Rwandan top flight. These days, when you hear about Ghana and Rwanda, it's all about sanitation, discipline, technological innovation, and whatnot. I'll be telling you why a Ghanaian striker has been plying his trade in the Rwandan league and is already setting the league on fire. We'll take a short break here. When we come back, I'll be introducing my motivational video for the day. Today's video talks about a cure to laziness. Yes, these days it's very easy to be lazy. You wake up and the skies are a little gray, the weather is a little chilly, and you tell yourself that, let me snooze that alarm and just get, 10 more minutes of sleep in. You know that task you have to do that will bring you success, but you are putting it off just because you're lazy. We'll take a quick break. When we come back, we'll get into the motivational video. Yes, you have time to make a decision whether you want to be lazy, you want to stay in bed, or you want to wake up and go chase that dream. But you can also get to us on the tracker on 055 058 832. Michael Sarpong of Rayon Sports is my guest for the tracker today. Michael, it's good to have you on the show.
Yes, sir.
Let's begin off by letting viewers know about where you've come from. I mean, when people hear that you are playing in the Rwandan league now, they're like, hey, where did he emerge from? How did he arrive in the Rwandan league? For those out there who don't know you, where have you played your football and how did you eventually end up in Rwanda?
Thank you. I was actually playing for Liberty Professionals.
Oh.
Yeah,
Which year was this?
It was 2006.
Okay.
Yeah, before I moved to Dreams FC.
Okay.
Yeah, I joined them in the second round when they came to the Premiership. And then, unfortunately, we had to go back to Division 1 because of some, little bit problems. So we had to go back. And then I didn't leave. I was still with them. And then we won the Division 1 and we came back to the Premier.
How difficult is it, tell me, to earn a contract out of Ghana, say from a place like Dreams FC? Before a move like that happens, is the deal brought to you by, say, a coach, a fellow footballer friend, an agent? How do you come into deals that eventually take you out of the Ghanaian Premier League and outside the country?
After the announced issue,
yeah.
So there was no football in the country, so I was just home, and then I was training with Dreams FC though, but it wasn't like I'm regular because there's no football, so no competition.
Yeah.
So we were just there. Then I had a friend who was playing in Rwanda.
At that time, your contract with Dreams had expired?
No, not yet.
You still had a contract with them? Okay.
I had like a year on my contract. So I had a friend playing in Rwanda, like Rayon Sports, called Prosper.
Okay.
My former player in Dreams FC, but he left when we came to the Division 1. Yeah. So I was talking to him. I'm like, man, it's kind of hard here. So can you try something for me out there? And he was like, let me talk to my agents who brought me here.
Okay.
Yeah. Then we had a connection, and the man called me. I made him speak to Kurt, and then everything started from there.
Wow. Leaving Ghana to go to Rwanda, right? Yeah. What were your expectations of playing the Rwandan league? Did you have high expectations, or for you just wanted to get back to playing football?
Actually, when I heard about Rwanda, I didn't think about great football. Yeah, honestly,
yeah.
I didn't even know about anything about Rwanda football.
Okay. You just felt like your friend was out there, he was playing while you were not playing, so...
No, because I see him playing the CAF Champions League, all the time.
Okay, so that was a motivation.
Yeah. Because I see him playing the CAF, so I'm like, if my friend is playing the CAF, I can go there and then just try something, because there's no league in the country, and I can't be home. No active competition going on in the country, so let me talk to him and then let's see if he can help. And then he helped. And then.
Now, tell me about arriving in Rwanda, right? Just walk me through that first day. What was that like? Your friend came to meet you at the airport. Did he come with officials and agents? What was that like?
When I went, they were in Nigeria.
Oh, okay.
They play with Enimba.
Okay.
And then, but then my agents over there, I mean, like I had a very good reception.
Okay.
I mean, I got the media coming to the airport, welcoming me, and then, like a couple of the fans.
Interesting.
Were there. I mean, it was
at that time, it had already been announced to Rayon Sports fans that they were signing a guy called Michael Sarpong.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Like Balotelli. Yeah. So before I got to the airport, the fans were there, the media were there. Like it was a nice reception.
Tell me about Balotelli. Where's the name come from? What's the origin?
So, like, my juvenile team, I'm Proby.
But you look a little like Balotelli, though. I must admit, you look a little
I get that
like
all
Balotelli.
the time, you know.
Yeah.
So my juvenile team, like Manprobi, like we, you know, remember he scored a goal against Germany.
Yep.
And he took off his shirt and just made some beats, like So I scored a goal, and I made that same celebration.
Yeah.
So since that day, people started calling me back Balotelli, and they say I play like him, I look like him, though.
Interesting. Now you've arrived in Rwanda, right? What happened? Do you get driven to like the offices of Rayon Sports, or you're taken to a hotel? Tell us about that.
Yeah, I was taken to a hotel for the first 2 weeks.
Okay.
Because I need to settle down, and then they had to work on my papers before I could start playing. So I was in the hotel for a while, like for 2 weeks before I joined my Ghanaian friend over there in his apartment. So we lived together over there. Yeah.
Interesting. Now, before we even get into the football, right? There's this talk in Ghana lately about how different Rwanda is in its approach to everything in terms of how they deal with people personally, how they deal with their sanitation, in fact, the general discipline of the people. What struck you the most when you got to Rwanda? I mean, how different was Rwanda from Ghana?
I think I like the weather.
Okay.
Like
is it cooler there? Is it hotter there?
Yeah, it's mostly cold.
Oh, okay.
Over there. Like you wouldn't see like air conditioner or fan anywhere.
Oh, means Rwanda is what, like a mountain country?
Yeah, like 1,000 hills. I mean, yeah. So like, I like the weather and I like the people over there. The way they like accept me over there. The reception at the airport. I mean, change everything. I'm like, yo, I just feel like I'm home. You know? Yeah, I felt that kind of.
Are they necessarily more disciplined than Ghanaians? And is that why all the pictures we see of Rwanda show such clean and such organized streets? Is that what it is?
No, definitely. If you have to put something from your country to the world, you put a nice place.
Yeah.
Ghana is a nice place, though. But I mean, it depends on how the president wants the place to be like. The people there are different, and we are different too in Ghana. Yes, I think that's the...
So you are saying that what we see on screen with Rwanda is not necessarily what it is on the ground.
It is. It's a very clean country. Like,
it is?
It's a very clean country.
Do you get penalties for dirtying the country?
Of course.
Oh.
Like when it is 6 p.m. over there, we see security men walking on the streets.
Doing what?
Just walking on the streets, just protecting the people.
Wow.
Yeah. So like something like stealing. I never heard of someone being robbed before.
Interesting.
Or like you can't just dump anything on the street. They will arrest you because they are security people. Like at every day 6 p.m. They are walking on the road. To make sure everybody is okay and then the place is kept clean.
Interesting. Now, like I'm saying, I'm trying to get to how you got to grips with things in Rwanda. Tell us about communicating with the people, right? Did you have to communicate through an interpreter? And then what was your first meal like? Did they give you Rwandan food to eat? How was that like?
It wasn't easy. Like my manager, my agent who took me there, he speaks English, so he helped me a lot. Because when I got there, most of the players don't speak English. It was French and Kinyarwanda. That's their mother tongue.
Look out there.
And then a bit of Swahili.
Okay.
Yeah. So when I got there, most of the players don't speak English. So it was so hard for me. So we just use signs. But football is like we have football language. It doesn't really matter if you speak. But on the field, we play. Yeah. But outside the pitch, I don't talk to anybody because only my Ghanaian friend Prosper.
No, but has there been like a conscious effort from the club to get you to learn the language, or have you yourself picked up the language through like your interactions with the people?
Yeah, I have. Like, I can say a few things.
Interesting.
Yeah.
What does that make life out there like? Is it like a little harder for you because you cannot like communicate, or I mean, literally you are able to get around, or everywhere you go with somebody?
No, now I can say I'm used to. Now,
so you drive around town and stuff like that, just?
Yeah, I go around in town. Like I go myself alone, like drive around. I mean, because I have now the friends I have now help me to understand the language. Yeah, I have a lot of people I talk to to make me understand.
Let's get to the football. What were your first impressions of the Rwandan league when you got there, and comparing that to the Ghana Premier League, if you could do that?
I would say the people, like the supporters of Ghana football, it's not as in first as we were growing up.
Yeah.
Like in the olden days, you used to see our parents go to the stadium. I mean, in their numbers. Yeah. But now the football here, it's not too like
the response from the fans
is not like it used to be. Yeah. But when I got to Rwanda, I'm playing for one of the biggest clubs in Rwanda. So I mean, we have 80% of the people supporting our club. So I mean,
80% of Rwanda actually supports
Rayon Sports. Wow. So like we have a lot of fans. So like the support is always there. But I say when football will be like enjoyable, much fun, it has to be from the fans.
True.
You can't play without fans.
True.
If they are not coming in their numbers, I mean, you just be playing and playing for nobody to see. But for there, I mean, they're coming every day, every time. They're coming to the stadium to watch football, and they love football so much.
Tell me about competitiveness level of players in Rwanda. If you are comparing on a scale of 1 to 10, or you're comparing, say, technique, physique, ability, how good are the players in Rwanda and the players who play in the league compared to what you experience here in the Ghana Premier League?
Like we have great talents in Ghana. Great talents, but sometimes we don't get exposure. It's hard for us to get a chance to travel outside. But Rwanda have great talents too, but compared to Ghana, I mean, like, I can say like you're equal.
Okay, in terms of talents,
yeah, you're equal. Yeah.
How about facilities? Type of facilities you are used to down here compared to what you're used to out there?
I would say Rwanda, because Rwanda has like...
Rwanda has better facilities than Ghana?
Yeah, than Ghana.
Wow.
Yeah, sure. Because looking at our home stadium, it's a nice stadium compared to when I wasn't here.
I mean, talk to me about, not even the stadium, right, but everything else, like kits, travel to play games, the quality of the bus, the quality of the feeding. Talk to me a little bit about life at Rayon Sports. What's that like?
It's kind of professional. Like everything is always in place, particular order. Like you're supposed to be here on time. Everybody is here on time. Yeah. Like coming back to Ghana, it's the same. But I mean, when you keep going, like from stage to stage, keep experiencing different people and different like personalities. That's how can I say.
Now, we know that, like you said, your football came to a standstill after the number 12 documentary, right? Yeah, sure. When you went out there to Rwanda, did you hear about it? Did people ask you about it? Like, what was up with that football scandal in Ghana? And, like, what was the reception about number 12 like in Rwanda when you got there?
No, I didn't hear nobody ask me about that.
Nothing?
Nobody.
They seem to be in a completely different world.
A completely different world.
Wow.
Yeah, they are most about the East people, the Tanzania, they are mostly, I don't think they do much about West Africans. Yeah.
Interesting. Your stats show us a very interesting, how do I call it, timeline of your performance. Now, you've been in Rwanda for 10 months only. 10 months, yeah. How have you scored 22 goals already?
Just by hard work.
No way. So when you first got there, right? Did they immediately throw you into the starting lineup? Did you have to work to break your way into the starting 11? What was that like?
No, I had to prove myself to the fans. Rwanda is like the fans have to accept you before the team can even accept you. So you have to show the fans what you have in you.
How is that? How do you do that? What, you play in like in a competitive game,
yeah,
or
like,
you play in a
when I went there, they wanted to see me because they heard about me, Balotelli, Michael Sarpong is in town, so they were like, they want to see me. So my first training was just like, man, the stadium was full.
The stadium was full?
My first training, the stadium was full.
Wow.
The stadium was full, my first training. And then after the game, everybody was just mentioning my name.
How did you think you performed on that? I mean, were you under pressure? Were you eager to show them what you had? What was going through your head at that time?
So when I got there, I was talking to a friend.
Yeah.
And then he was like, yo, you need to show them what, like, do anything extra. Just be yourself. Yeah. Just play your normal game. If they like you, they will accept. If they don't, man, just be yourself. So I just gave them what it's me, the normal me. I didn't do anything extra. And then, man, it worked.
Now you've already spoken to me about getting the acceptance of the fans, right? To the management of the team, right? Had they already handed you your contract before then? Had you already signed professional terms, or for them they also sort of needed you to go through that phase before eventually giving you professional terms and telling you that, well, Michael, this is your number, blah blah blah?
Yeah, they wanted me to go through that kind of like a trial. Yeah, so
is that what happens with everybody there?
Not really.
Or it's because maybe at the time you were coming in, you were a little unproven. You had not been playing for a while.
Yeah, I think so. And then I wasn't on I was not too much fit, so I need to play for like a week. Okay. Before I could hand the contract and I could sign.
Is the money out there in Rwanda better than Ghana generally?
Yeah, it's manageable. It's okay than it's much better. Than you are here in Ghana.
So you'd say that on any given day, if you were given a chance to pick between the Rwandan Premier League and the Ghana Premier League, you definitely pick the Rwandan Premier League.
Exactly.
Wow.
Yep.
Talked about a little bit about the CAF competitions, right? When you got there, what stage was your team at with regards to the CAF competitions, and were you registered to feature in the competition?
No, when I got there, they were in the quarterfinals.
The CAF Confed Cup?
The second round.
Okay.
Against Enimba. So they went to Nigeria and they lost by 5-1. Yeah, so, that was the last.
What was that like for you? Did you watch that game?
No.
But, hearing that the club that you have joined...
I was in Ghana when they were playing in Nigeria, so I watched it on DSTV.
Also, as of that time, you had already started monitoring the club.
Yeah, because talking to me about...
Interesting.
About it, yeah.
Interesting. So, what are your aspirations, right, for this club as far as the Champions League is concerned? You've not tasted CAF football yet.
No.
But you scored so many goals already. Have you been spoken to by your team about how they possibly would want to use you in the competition? Maybe perhaps they even think that you scored enough goals so they should be selling you to a different club. What's that like?
Yeah, everybody wants me to stay to help them in the CAF. Because that's what they've been talking about recently. They're they all think because I've had a good season, so teams will come for me. And then, so they keep telling me, please, even the fans on social media, they will text me. They call me Sarpongo over there. The Sarpongo, please don't go, please don't go, please don't go. So, I'm like that. I worry for them.
In terms of the assets that the club have, right, in terms of the ranking of players, where do you put yourself on the Rayon Sports leaderboards right now in terms of value to the club?
Number one.
Number one?
Yep.
In 10 months?
Yep.
Why?
Because of my hard work, my outcome, performance.
Wait, so before you walked into this team, right? Who was deemed the most valuable player in the team, and how did the entire team accept your, if I should say, integration into the setup? Because, for instance, once you start scoring goals, you begin to become more popular with the team.
Yeah.
There's a very high chance that you might ruffle the hierarchy of the team who were there before you. How was all that like? What was the general acceptance and feel of that like?
So when I got there and I started playing, I started playing well.
Yeah.
The boys out there were trying to be against me. I mean, sometimes they can play like I maybe get a pass.
Yeah.
I can just be in the game, but I mean, gradually I just get to know them, and then I just got along. But there were these guys in there who were, I mean, they're like the club's favorite.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now, how does the media in Rwanda treat you so far? I mean, in your 10 months there, how have you been treated? Because you mentioned at the start of the show that the media were literally at the airport to welcome you when you first arrived. I mean, do you get a lot of media attention? Have you gotten any negative attention in your time there?
Yeah, it comes. Both negative and positive, it comes all the time.
What have been the negatives in terms of what fans haven't liked, or the media have reported that they haven't liked, or even you yourself, what you've noticed that has not been very appealing while you've been in Rwanda?
Like, it hasn't been anything so bad to talk about. Like, it's all my stories are actually on football. Nothing
outside football.
Football, yeah.
Tell me about the football struggles. I mean, was there a player that you couldn't excel against, or was there a home ground that you could not do well at? What was that like?
So there was this game, like just a rivalry game.
Yeah.
Like APR.
Okay. So APR, like your fiercest rival.
Yeah.
Okay.
Right. And then that game we lost. And
a game the fans were expecting you to win.
To win. Like, it was a huge game, a big game. And then we lost. And then the fans were saying, like, I didn't put my all into the game. And then it was all.
Tell me about preparing for a big game like that, right? We know that, is that like Hearts and Kotoko in Ghana?
Yeah, it's similar.
So what's the preparation out there like? Is it purely technical and tactical, or do Rwandans also do their own ways and means on the side? Do people believe in black magic out there? Do people... What's that like? I mean, the build-up to the game, how did you feel as a player?
Personally, for me,
I
just see it as a normal game. Okay. But my colleagues, because they are from there, and they know the feel.
Yeah.
I mean, the heat that comes in that game.
Yeah.
So, like, during that week, like, everybody is super concentrated for the game. So, I mean, you can't even just talk to anybody. Like, I mean, everybody is so quiet and thinking about the game.
Yeah.
Even if, like, 2 weeks to the game against APR, they're all fully concentrated on the game.
And then, on the match day itself, like, did you feel the tension then, or at that point it was still just another league match
from
for
the
you?
Fans, you can feel it. I mean, before 12 noon, the stadium is already full.
Okay.
Even though the game kicks at 3 p.m., but before 12, the stadium is always full. And, like, if you are playing for, like, I mean, if one team loses, it's not easy. It's not easy.
Wow. So, I mean, when you lost that game, right, what was the reaction like? Were you booed off by the fans? Did they attack a team bus? Like, what happened?
Yeah, they did. They attacked our goalkeeper because he made a...
They attacked the goalkeeper?
Yeah, they attacked him.
When? Where? How?
They went to his house to break his windows, and then they attacked his wife, and it was crazy.
You are not kidding?
Yeah, it's true. I mean, that game between Rayon Sports and APR means so much to them in Rwanda. It's the biggest game in Rwanda.
They attacked the goalkeeper's house?
Yeah, because he made an error, and then, like, last minute, 92nd minute, and then he made an error, and then he scored us.
Interesting.
It was crazy.
Well, hold your thoughts there. The conversation is just getting a little interesting here. We're talking to Michael Sarpong, striker for Rayon Sports in the Rwandan Top Flight League, second top goal scorer in the season that has just gone by. You're watching the tracker here on Citi TV. We'll take a quick break. When we come back, we'll get into more of his life in Rwanda, and then we'll be picking his thoughts on the national team as they prepare for AFCON 2019. Stay with us. Welcome back to the tracker here on Citi TV. We are talking to Michael Sarpong of Rayon Sports. Mike, you were just telling me about Rwanda's biggest derby. That story still has me a little shocked. Did that particular episode leave you in a bit of fear, and did it give you a sense of actually how big a deal playing for Rayon Sports was?
Yeah, that moment was crazy. When I heard my fellow mate was attacked.
Yeah.
Like, yo. So, like, in our next game, our next fixture in the league with APL, it was a very tough one too. And then, if we win against them, we'll be closer to the trophy. Yeah, though we'll be behind them with only a point. So the game was good. Like, I mean, it was about to end, and it was still 0-0, and then we had a penalty. Yeah, and then like everybody was afraid, so I had to step out.
Oh,
pick the penalty, and I put it in.
You did?
I did.
What was that like for you? I mean, on screen, we have some of your highlights there. Which game is this?
This is the game against Marine, or just recently.
Okay.
I gave a pass.
I see that your league centers are not too big, but they look actually really nice. Yeah. So is this your home ground? This is Rayon Sports home?
This is the National Stadium.
The National Stadium, yeah.
This is the penalty I was talking about. That's the penalty.
Oh, okay. Yes. I mean, watching your exploits here, it looks as if the Rwandan league is really not as difficult as you are trying to make it sound, because you look like you are having fun, aren't you? Or it's more it's difficult. I'm just seeing it like that. It doesn't look like you're having a hard time with the defenders. You're just dribbling your way through, slotting the ball in the back of the net.
I mean, you know how Messi does it. Doesn't find it difficult. I mean, dribbling between the defenders.
Yeah.
Like, if you work hard,
there's
nothing too difficult for you, because you've gone through this personal, like, you're trying to be working hard for this all the time. Yeah. So, I mean, on the field, just give your best.
Interesting. Talk about giving your best. You know, Ghana's under-20 team, I think, won the under-20 tournament in Rwanda. Yes, I remember they did win the under-20 competition.
Oh, really?
In 2009, actually. It was against Cameroon. I mean, do you ever get asked about it? Do you ever get asked about your past with Ghana as in, like, national team football? Do you ever get quizzed about that?
Yeah, they do ask me.
In terms of the national team, right? We know that they will be getting to AFCON 2019 in a bit. How popular is our national team in Rwanda? Because we've already played quite a number of games out there. I remember before World Cup 2006, we played a very crucial qualifier out there in Rwanda. How popular are the guys out there, or the national team in Ghana and Rwanda?
You know, we had one of our coaches coaching their national team.
Yes.
Yeah, so, I mean, that made them know Ghana the more. And then, so, like whenever they see a Ghanaian, they refer to that coach.
Who's Selastete?
Selastete. Yes. Yeah, like, oh, your coach has been here before. Yeah, are you in the team he's playing? Are you in the national team? Like, I get that kind of questions coming most of the time.
Now, talking about the national team itself, what are your ambitions for the Ghana national team?
It has always been a dream to represent my country. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, it would be like a huge platform for me when I get called up to play the national team. So, like, but fortunately, this season I didn't get called up. Yeah, but it's all good. But
I think that a window is still open as far as the under-23s are concerned. They are still playing their qualifiers. Well, you scored, like I said, you got 22 goals in all competitions. Do you feel as if the performances you put out there don't get recognition because you play in Rwanda?
I wouldn't say that, because like, it's football. So far as you being the coach and the management of the national team, I mean, you should go, like, watch all your players in abroad. Yeah. Right. So, I mean, you should know people who are, like, doing, like, massive in other countries too. So I wouldn't say Rwanda because of it's Rwanda, so you can't say Rwanda, do you understand my point? Yeah, sure. That's what I can say.
But, I mean, you know that these days, like, footballers, even guys like Asamoah, like, take responsibility for their own promotion, sort of, by, say, posting videos on Twitter. They post artwork of themselves out there. I mean, do you do any of that? I mean, how heavily do you use your social media in terms of trying to promote yourself as a footballer?
So I do a lot, like, mostly on Instagram and Facebook.
Oh, so you're heavier on Instagram and Facebook. That's what, like, when you have a good game, you get materials from... How is that done? So you have, like, a fan who is taking videos of you, or you go to Rayon Sports Media and say that I want the goal from A, B, and C game? Is that how it works?
Yeah, like after every game,
Yeah.
we have a platform on Instagram, our team's platform on Instagram.
Oh,
they
okay.
post our videos and our pictures. Or sometimes the photographers send them to me personally, and then we post them on our Instagram page too.
How beneficial has that been to your career in terms of getting recognition and getting noticed? Have you been noticed by people whom, I mean, minus social media, will probably not have seen your work? How has that also influenced how you are perhaps working on your game and also looking to improve as a player?
Yeah, I'm mostly on their graphics.
Okay.
So people.
So you're the star player now. You could say that.
BB star.
No, you should own it. If you're the star player, you should own it.
Yeah, I am.
So they usually put you on like their
the graphics. So people, even though like into football, just read about me and then they get to know me. So it helped. I mean, people who are not much into football, when they see things about me, like everybody in Rwanda now know Sarpong. Like when you ask Sarpong, like even a kid knows me.
Wow, in 10 months.
Yeah, like there's this kid who they asked him, who do you wanna like, what do you wanna be in future? He said, I wanna play football. And then they asked him, who do you wanna play like? He said Sarpongo. And they asked him why. He said because of how he score goals. I wanna score like Sarpongo.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Now we know that you get a lot of recognition every week. Literally, the tabloids and the websites in Rwanda splash your name and stuff everywhere. Do you have Rwandan journalist friends, or these are people who legit recognize your performance and go out there promote your work without any prompting?
Yeah, I think they're trying to do their work to get much recognition for themselves. But I have some personal friends too. I mean, I talk to, if I need something, I go to them and then they come to me sometimes too. So that we work together, I mean, with the journalist over there.
Interesting. Well, you've already just told me that kids on the street literally say they want to play football like you out there. But I'm sure that as an individual, your ambitions are definitely bigger than Rayon Sports. You want to use this as a stepping stone.
Sure.
Have you received offers in your time there already because of your impressive stat line? And you yourself as an individual, what leagues are you possibly looking at moving to if you possibly actually had to make a move?
Could be in Europe, like Europe, the EPL.
The EPL makes sense for you.
Spanish La Liga. I mean, I see myself big, so I want to be in the big places because I know I have a lot to me to show to the world.
Okay.
This is just a step. I mean, Rwanda is just a stepping stone. Yeah, so I have a lot of things in me to show to the world.
Well, I have a message here. Let me read this. This one is from Leslie Ado from Choco. Says that Michael Sarpong is the next striker to lead Ghana to the promised land. His exploits alone in the Rwandan league is enough testimony of what a talent he is. Guess who else is texting me about you? It's Coach Winfred Dorman. He says, I'm watching this show right now and I'm really enjoying the conversation with Michael Sarpong. So that's Coach Winfred Dorman. They're getting a little props out there to you. Yes, we're talking about your time at Dreams, right? What was it out there like? I mean, for me as a media person, all I used to see was a club that were heavily interested in branding and looking as professional as possible. Yeah. What's life at Dreams like? Who brought you into Dreams FC? What was the footballing culture there like? How did they contribute to who you are as a player now?
So Mr. Kurt, he brought me from Liberty to Dreams FC, and then I feel he stands for like a vital role in my life when it comes to football, because he has really helped me a lot. I mean, he brought me into Dreams FC, and then he made me who, I would say, he made me who am I today, right? Yeah. So, and in Dreams FC, we have great players too. It was like a competition when I joined Dreams FC. Lawson, McQueen, Johnson, people I need to battle with before I could get a start. So it wasn't easy at the start, but as time goes on, and then we had a coach, Citi. Yeah. So.
Comparing Dreams FC to Liberty Professionals, which would you say is a better club in terms of facilities, player personnel, management, everything else?
Like Dreams FC and Liberty are like they're all good teams. I wouldn't say Liberty is better, Dreams FC is not better. They are all good teams. I mean, we have equal players.
I could push you into a corner by giving you a ratings card and say rate Dreams over 10 and rate Liberty over 10. Would you run away from that as well?
10. They all get equal marks. They all got equal marks.
Really?
Yeah. Because I had a great time when I was at Liberty.
Yeah.
And the same at Dreams FC too.
I mean, I remember a little bit about the Liberty time. You didn't get a lot of playing time there.
Yeah,
now that you've played in 10 months and you scored so many goals. I mean, when you look at the situation, what was hampering you from showing your potential at Liberty, and what has been the difference now at a club like Rayon Sports?
Because when I was in Ghana, when I joined Dreams FC in the second round, I mean, there was this striker, Lawson, before I joined them, and he had to travel to outside to play outside. So I took that position, and I did so well. I mean, I helped the team. We finished fourth that season. Yeah, we finished fourth. So I did so much well.
Yeah.
Before we had to go back to the Division 1 and start again. Yeah.
Talk to me about reputation, right? I know that Ghanaian players literally will move literally anywhere once it is not the Ghana Premier League. I mean, can you say in 10 months of playing for Rayon Sports that your life has improved for the better? And since you came back, or when you come back to Ghana, what's the interaction like? Do you think your status has gone up as a player?
Yeah, it really has. It really has. Because when I was in Ghana, I was known, though, but was a local champion.
Yeah.
But now that you're outside Ghana, like you get more people coming to you, like people who knew you, but they didn't want to make like they know you. Now they want to show up that they know you. They want to get close to you and make a bigger family.
Yeah. I mean, talking about that, right? If there's just one thing that does not require a lot of money or a lot of administrative bureaucracy to solve, what's that one thing that you've seen in the Rwandan league that the Ghanaian league can just adapt to make it better?
I'm trying to get good facilities.
Facilities?
Yeah.
Are the facilities that much better than Ghana?
Kind of. It is.
Wait, talk to me about the facilities you are talking about, right? Rayon Sports. What's the standard facilities at Rayon Sports that say we don't have at a standard club in Ghana? Because I'm sure that you've experienced the Ghana system pretty well. What's there that's lacking here that you can tell us about?
Like most of our pitches here in Ghana, channel standard. Yeah, and they're not good as in compared to Rwanda.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So at a place like that, you have like a gym, you have like a dietitian, psychologist. Do you have all these people?
Yeah, you have people in our team, like people when you are not that down, they can come to you and talk to you.
Yeah.
I mean, they just look at you and see that something is wrong with you.
Yeah.
And they will approach you, they'll ask you, and they'll make sure you are okay.
It looks like a pretty complete club.
Yeah.
Tell us about aspirations, right? How many years do you have left on your deal?
Like a year.
A year left. What's it looking like? Is it looking like you are going to play in the CAF Champions League, CAF Confed Cup? Is it looking like Rayon Sports will sell you out? Or, I mean, what are the club's expectations of what they want to do with you, and what are your own individual aspirations?
Yeah. Apparently, I'm still there, and I have a contract with them, so I think I'm still going to be there. Like, the future is bright, though, but, I mean, you wouldn't know what will happen tomorrow, but at the moment, let's talk about today. Today I'm here for Rayon Sports. I'm a player of Rayon Sports. But the future is bright.
But if you had a chance to make your dream move, if you had a chance to transfer yourself to one team, what team would that be?
Talking about Europe?
Yeah, Europe. Anyway, dream team. I mean, I'm like a genie. I say make a wish on a team you want to play for. What team would that be?
Manchester United.
Manchester United.
Yeah.
The struggling Manchester United, the one Paul Pogba wants out of. The same one Ole Gunnar Solskjaer is not seeing top at.
I want to be there.
You want to be there?
Yeah, sure.
Probably think that you could match up to what Rashford is doing now.
Yeah, sure. I can.
Interesting. Let me just quiz you a little bit about Ghana and the AFCON. You think Ghana has the squad good enough to win the AFCON?
Yeah, we have a good squad. I mean, we have a good squad. and I think we can go far. We can even win this tour. AFCON. I believe so.
What do you think in the past has hampered us from actually winning the AFCON? Some people say that we don't have luck. Some people say we don't have unity. From where you stand, what is it that prevents us from winning it all at the AFCON?
I wouldn't say we don't have luck, we don't have unity. It's football. Football itself doesn't speak the truth. I mean, like, at a point in time, you might be lucky somewhere. And then, like, I mean, it favors. Maybe this year is our time. Who knows? You have to push in more effort. To get there.
Interesting. Yeah. Hold your thoughts there for a second. Let me read a few more messages coming in. This one here says that this is from Vincent Chipo from Agege. Says this is a top-notch interview. Michael is the next big thing to happen for Ghana football. This one here also coming in from Imrana Madaha from Boku Central. Says we wish you good luck. Okay. This one's from Arnold from Mamprobi. Says Champion Balu. We the young ones here look up to you. Keep making us proud. This one here says I'm watching you live, bro. Good talk and good expressions. This one says Michael Sarpong, aka Balotelli, second to none. You didn't add your name. This one says that Michael Sarpong was a great performance, or he's been performing great in the Rwandan league. The next Asamoah Gyan. This one's from Natibongo from Mamprobi Sempe. So looks like you got a lot of fans from that side of town.
That's where we grew up.
That's where you grew up? Yeah. Oh, okay. So you also played at the famous Indafa Park?
Indafa Park, that's the...
Before you go, right? What is it about that particular ground, and why has it bred so many good players?
You like, we grew up in the football community.
Okay.
You see a lot of people playing football.
Are they, do like the big stars come there to play?
Yeah, they come there to play too.
Okay. I mean, that's literally it. Inspiration from growing up in the footballing community and from growing out there.
I mean, talk about, like, the former Black Stars player, like Asamoah Gyan, Michael Sarpong, Stephen Appiah, like, all from Indafa.
Interesting. Ghanaians are watching you out there. One message for them from Michael Sarpong.
All right, so should I watch the screen? See?
Yeah. We're just talking.
See. This is Michael Sarpong, the next big thing in GH football. I mean, I have a lot to me. We just need the chance.
You just need a chance.
The chance to show what we have in us.
Hopefully, we'll see you on the CAF stage and maybe bigger platforms to come.
Sure.
Thank you very much for being on the tracker with me. Well, Michael Sarpong has given us the lowdown on what goes down in the Rwandan top flight, playing for Rwanda's biggest club. Who knows where the tracker will be next? Keep watching on Citi TV.